Family life is very, very hard. In fact, you don't have much of a family life. From my point of view, there were quite a few chappies that worked for me or around me, my area, that had problems with their marital life. Working shift work, especially 3 shifts, and the way we did it, which was normally you go clockwise, but we went anti-clockwise. Don't ask me why, it was never explained to me why, but you never get to saw your wife, you never get to saw your children. I can understand wives getting upset and narky, not seeing their husbands, not being able to do anything, and I feel sorry for some of them. I mean, my wife was reasonably understanding, because it gave us the lifestyle that I'm accustomed to. New car every year, foreign holidays, those sort of things. To some people it was regular nights. It's like working regular days. So instead of your life's reversed, you come home from work and that's your evening, and you do everything in the morning for your evening. And that's how a lot of people, especially all the ones that I know that done regular nights, worked it, because it was easier. But for me, it was completely different. I couldn't sleep. It was terrible. When I first moved into the Foundry, we used to have machines. They were called Jackman machines, and they were squeeze and jolt. So you put the cope or the drag on the 2 pattern pins, and you'd open a shutter and the sand would come in, and then you press a button and it jolt, and that was loud, and then the chaps would spread the sand out, and then the head would come round and then it'd squeeze. I can always remember my mum used to be in a nursing home in Victoria, around by Victoria Park way, and when I used to go in, she used to say to me, "Was you in work last night?" I'd say, "Yeah." She said, "Bloody noisy over there." I said, "What do you mean?" She said there was at least 3 big bangs during the night. I said, "Oh yeah." I said, I'd put a damp charge in. That's where the scrap metal's put into an air dryer, and then it's warmed up, so you take all the moisture off it, and then it's moved and it's dropped into the furnace. But if all the moisture's not taken off, and when it drops in, the moisture hits the hot metal that's already in there, and it goes pop. But not pop like any other pop you heard. It's like a big bang. Everything shakes. Everything shakes. There's dust everywhere. People are running for cover to get away from the dust. My mum used to say to me, I said 3 times last night they woke me up. I said, well, it must have woke a few more up if it woke you up. But no, it was very noisy, very dusty. I worked in the fettling shop for a while. That was noisy to start with, because it was all manual, and they used to knock all the feeders off by hand with hammers, and there was no rubber matting. It was this type of thing, so it was about an eighth to a quarter of an inch thick, and so they banged it off, and it ping 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 everywhere, and it was noisy. Yeah, very nice though. That's why I wear hearing aids. From the environment that I worked in before, which was very family orientated, I met my first wife there. Her mother worked there, her auntie worked there, her cousin worked there. In fact, nearly all of their family, apart from her dad, worked there. So it was going into Ford where maybe only 2 or 3 people were related to each other. It was very, very different. But there were people there that I knew from when I was at school, like my ex-brother-in-law. We went to junior school together. He went his way at senior school, and then I went my way at senior school, and then we met, and he got me the job at Ford's. from when I started, there was a very big social side. We used to have a sports and social section. To my knowledge, that I can remember anyway, there was, oh, I've just remembered one: swimming, table tennis, rugby, football, golf, and fishing. It forged friendships. It also broke a lot of friendships. How can I put it? When I was made a supervisor, there were a lot of people who you thought were your friends didn't want to talk to you because you was the supervisor.